So I've got an update on the wildflower garden. As a reminder, this was all grass, except for the trees and the xylosma over here and the red tip photinias in the back there. Except for the large shrubs and the large trees, this was all grass when I moved in. And this is normally where the bluebonnets are. You can see the berms after just a few years are largely gone. If you get up close, you'll notice that there's definitely it's created a depression, so it's created somewhere for the seeds to set as the water runs down. That's positive, that's what I need. So I've got berms underneath there, but they've almost completely disappeared. In the distance, we've got standing cypress right there. And then over here, Indian blanket. I just mowed down the larkspur. You can see there's some Mexican hat that are still thriving. The problem with this area is this is where the school bus stops. And so this area just gets trampled, and that's where the Mexican hat was. There's still a few contenders here. You never know, maybe they change the school bus stop next year, it'll come back, but they got trampled. These areas here, hard for me to mow, and so I want stuff here that grows bigger than the grass that blooms, right? So that's what the Indian blankets are doing there, and they kind of tie in. These are wildflowers, and as they fade out, these wildflowers fade in. And same thing here, I wanted something that's gonna cover that hill because I can't really mow it that well. And you know, I do have the berms all down this swale here so that any wildflower seeds will get stuck in the berms. But man, the larkspur, you can kind of see this area. The larkspur came really deep down this year. It was a very good year for the wildflowers. Over here, I'm thinking I'm just gonna have to go with germander. I've tried a whole bunch of other stuff. I know germander can really get out of control. It spreads by rhizomes, evidently. And this is Maximillian sunflowers. The deer are eating them is the problem. And so they're not even really being camouflaged in here. The deer are just coming up and eating them. So I'm not achieving my goal. This is all undesirable grasses, and I have to mow that. So again, I don't have to mow this. So I'm just trying to, this won't last. This is going to be mowed next month in a couple of weeks. And so I have to have something here that will cover, really just cover it. The Mexican hat isn't growing big enough, fast enough. So it's not going to be the answer. So I don't know. I'm thinking about germander. Germander would definitely be a nice clash here. But man, when you go germander, it's almost like you're pressing the nuclear button. I mean, you're just letting it go. So that's really the wildflower update. Well, I guess let's go down here. See, I've got some nice white flowers here. I think that's frog fruit. I don't have an ID on that yet. It literally just popped up and I let it grow. I think it might be frog fruit. Over here is the standing cypress. I'm so proud of this. This took me 3 years to grow. This is the first time I've had it. You can see the dead ones here. I bent those over and just put the seeds back in the bed here. I wanted good seed to soil contact, so I put them in. And you can see the flowers are beautiful. When I see the hummingbirds out here, they go right to these things. It's taken me 3 years to grow them, and I can't believe that they're finally blooming now. There's more blooming than I even thought, so I almost wonder if it only takes 2 years to grow them or 2.5 years, but some of them took 3 years to bloom. They're beautiful. And the form, just the form of them, next to Uncle Fester there. Right? I just love that. Let's see, any other wildflowers? Yeah, that's about all the wildflower update.